What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. So we had a little bit of a data download that dropped when I woke up this morning, and I was a bit confused as to what it was. There was no news in the notice board, nothing in the important tab. You know, sometimes there may be a little download to input some new information here, but there was nothing. However, people did some time traveling and were able to locate a brand new SUGO-FEST that's going to be appearing very shortly on One Piece Treasure Cruise. Now, this SUGO-FEST is kind of like left field. We weren't really expecting this to really arrive. It was a very left field thing altogether. This banner is going to be dropping on the 24th of March at news time, and it's going to be a new Pirate Rumble banner. Now, new Pirate Rumble banners are not really that exciting. I mean, obviously we just had the release of S-Hawk. That unit is incredible, and I think a lot of people would have loved to have get that guy. But we have this new one here, and this new banner isn't really debuting any new units, but this is a really interesting SUGO-FEST altogether, because it looks like it's going to be featuring a lot of Pirate Rumble SUGO-FEST exclusive characters. And this banner, I think it's going to be one of those ones that people might want to chuck a couple of multis into just because of the characters that are available. So as I said, March 24th at news time is when this one is going live. But another thing you do have to keep in, a little bit in perspective is where we are in terms of the year, right? We know that the big SUGO-FEST or the biggest SUGO-FEST of the year, May 11th, May 12th at news time, the 10th anniversary is going to be for One Piece Treasure Cruise, likely releasing a bunch of really powerful Super SUGO-FEST exclusives. Unfortunately, last year, the way that they structured the anniversary was a little strange. I mean, we had the first part on May 11th, which was Luffy Yamato, and I think Oden Toki was the one that debuted with them. It was a really weird SUGO-FEST altogether. I mean, like, Luffy Yamato, like, pretty strong still, but very, very annoying to use. But then they kind of brought back the anniversary with the next part, with, like, the film red structure, as the community likes to dub it, where they had a secondary Super SUGO-FEST with Rush Sanji, and then they had En Mazor, and then, of course, had Queen and Alba debut alongside them. So, they made the anniversary worth it at the end, but they didn't really start off that strong. But I do feel like because it is the 10th anniversary, it's probably going to be a pretty big celebration. At least I'm thinking it's going to be. So you do have to keep that in mind. That is going to be a really, really big celebration, and we're not that far away. It's going to be May 11th. It's currently, March 21st, and, March 24th is when the banner goes live. So, just a little over a month after this banner goes live is when the SUGO-FEST for the anniversary will drop. So you do have to keep it in mind, because it's going to be big. And of course, heading into late April, we're going to have like a new version update with the new Cult Quest should be appearing in Treasure Cruise for the first time. There's just lots to look forward to. So for all these reasons, those are reasons that you may want to, reserve your gems and save them for those bigger celebrations. But at the same time, let's actually talk about the positives. What are the pros of this SUGO-FEST debuting? So the first thing I want to have a look at was the most surprising thing was the SUGO-FEST step details. So you can see that the first multi, it's actually not discounted. So that is a little bit of a downside. Not discounted, but the first multi, you're guaranteed to get a Rumble unit. Now, don't get it twisted. The wording here makes it sound like you're getting a Rumble Legend. It is not. So you get a Pirate Rumble SUGO-FEST only character. This means that you just get a character that can only debut on Rumble SUGO-FESTs. So it can be, yes, Rumble Legends, or it's a rare recruit that is like a Rumble rare recruit you can only get on a Rumble SUGO. So don't get that twisted. So the first multi, you're guaranteed to get a Rumble unit. Second multi, you're guaranteed another Rumble unit. The third one, you're guaranteed a legend. Now, from what we can tell, it doesn't look like this is going to have enhanced legend rates, which means that there would be only 10 available legends on this SUGO-FEST. And you can see just on the banner artwork alone, there's 5 of your legends. You've got all of these units, which are all Rumble legends. You've got page 1, which is not that great. You've got Apu, Kawamatsu, Ivankov, and then the big headliner unit being Shinobu and Raizo, which is a pretty good unit, all things considered. So, guaranteed legend there. We don't know what the other 5 legends are boosted. Even if it is an enhanced legend rate, we don't know what other legends are available. It would be cool if they just put all Rumble legends on the banner. That would be wicked. But then you move on to step 4, which is another guaranteed Rumble unit. But then we get to step 5, and this is where it specifically states you're guaranteed a Rumble legend, because it says a Pirate Rumble SUGO-FEST only, SUGO-FEST exclusive character. So we don't know what Rumble Legends are available, except for these 5. We don't know if there's 10 available, 15 available, all Rumble Legends available, but it would be weird if Step 5 says you get a Rumble Legend guaranteed, and then the third multi is a guaranteed legend, and every legend on the banner is only a Rumble Legend. So I would think that these are the 5 Rumble Legends that are available, but then they're also going to have like 5 other additional legends alongside it. We'll wait and see once the official details do come out for this SUGO-FEST, but it seems pretty enticing. These steps kind of repeat. You got like more guaranteed Rumble units, another guaranteed legend, and then multi 10 you do get another guaranteed Rumble SUGO-FEST exclusive. Now that's all well and good, but are these characters actually worth pulling for? Now it's both a yes and a no. We talked about Raizo and Shinobu just a moment ago. This unit's really good. They are a shooter slasher, right? Yeah, they're shooter slasher, so you can use them in a couple of different teams. They're also strength, but they give buffs to shooters. And then they also give, the interesting effect here is every time they take damage, they give defense up for the whole team. So that's obviously really good. So they give buffs to shooters, which is a nice buff for them. The special itself actually does really good damage. 25 CT, one enemy is dealt 2,000 damage 5 times. Shooters do a lot of these things where they have like low multipliers, low damage, but they do them lots of different times. But normally they have it's like a multiplier based on their attack, and low multipliers are just really bad, but to do fixed damage, 2k fixed damage 5 separate times, this is actually really good. And then the additional effect of a large range, 100% chance of action bind, and then your shooters get level 5 CT speed up. This character normally will launch first on your shooter teams, unless if you're using Legend Kizaru alongside it. But this is just a really good special, really good unit for shooter teams overall. You've got Kawamatsu. Now, slashes, especially with the release of S-Hawk, this unit becomes infinitely more valuable, because all of these Rumble units, you got to remember, in Rumble, they're now 20 cost instead of the normal SUGO-FEST exclusive rate of 55 cost. So it's a big difference. This character has a really good Rumble ability, slashes, 5 attack, 5 HP. If you have Odin or one of the Akazaya 9 characters on your team, then you get a further level 5 attack up for slashes. So big offensive powers here, just from a 20 cost unit is very good. And if you're using a slasher team, you're often going to be using V1 Odin or K-Dad or something else that will fulfill this condition. And then the special, once again, 25 CT, you get a speed up for your slashes, 2 high attack targets for level 10 attack down, 1 high HP target for 3 times damage, and then if you have that condition fulfilled of Odin or one of the Akazaya 9, you get a 20% CT reduction for your slashes. This in tandem with Roger Whitebeard and S-Hawk making them launch faster is incredible. So if you're running a slasher team, I would say this is a pretty optimal unit to use for slashes. We move forward to Ivankov. Now, unfortunately, I don't think Ivankov is really that good. There have definitely been some circumstances where I wish I had this character for in PvE content, because this character has a very unique special that does different things based on the type and classes of your captain. But moving past that, just in terms of the Rumble stuff, this character's not that great because it wants you to build a mono quick cerebral team. Now, yes, you can build decent versions of that, but they're not very optimal. If you want to build a quick team, the quick slasher team, honestly, is kind of the best way to go right now. The character's got an interesting special, but it's very high CT, and for those reasons, I just don't think Ivankov is that great. You move on to Apu. Now, if you're building an int-driven team, this character, you kind of want to have it on your squad, because it gives them level 5 CT, or level 3 CT speed up, as well as normal speed up for your int characters, but as well as debuffing side defense, which works very well with his special ability that already does pretty decent damage by itself, but it also targets side enemies for 1.2 damage, ignoring their defense. So this guy melts through those side characters. If you're building that mono int squad to take on opposing mono side teams, this is a given. You need this character on your team. He's really powerful. And not only that, he actually has like a really interesting special that could be used in normal content as well. And he's a shooter character, which is always well and good. So I think Apu is a pretty solid unit to get. And then you've got Page 1. He's not that great, to be fair, but he is a 20 cost unit that you can chuck on your team to at least get some kind of buffs out of. But to be honest, you're probably not using Page 1 all that often. So they didn't really select like the best Rumble units out there for sure, but they've got some pretty good ones. And of course, the Rumble Rare Recruits are also going to be available on this banner as well. So take all of that into consideration, as well as the fact that I did mention and talk about we're very, very close to the 10th anniversary of One Piece Treasure Cruise, so you should probably conserve your gems for something like that. You do see that the banner is only here for 7 days. It's only here for like 7 or 8 days on release or something, so it's not really here for a very long time. So for all of those reasons, it is up to you at the end of the day, and it does depend on the other SUGO-FEST exclusives that are available, because if they actually decide to put like a lot more Rumble Legends on the banner than what we're seeing just here, that's going to add an insane amount of value to this SUGO-FEST overall. But that's going to wrap it up from me. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, and let me know down below in the comment section, are you going to be pulling on this SUGO-FEST? To be honest, I don't think I will, unless if like a bunch of other SUGO-FEST exclusives that I need are on the banner. But aside from that, probably not going to be doing that. But hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.